Hello everyone, my name is Jiayue. Nice to meet you guys online. Today my presentation topic is Inside Hong Kong, Hardware and Software. To many people, Hong Kong stands for Bruce Lee, Jackie Chan, and delicious dessert called dim sum. It also stands for heavy traffic, high-rise buildings, good education, and global financial center. Hong Kong has been called the most thrilling city on the planet. Today, more than 7 million people live in densely packed Hong Kong. My presentation focuses on Hong Kong's hardware and software in the future development. Because Hong Kong's unique geographic and constitutional position provide both opportunities and challenges. To start with, let me give you a brief introduction about Hong Kong. Humans have been present in the Hong Kong area for at least 35,000 years. Hong Kong is located on the south coast of China near the Pearl River Delta. It is about 37 miles east of Macau and is surrounded by the South China Sea on the east, south, and west. On the north, it shares a border with Shenzhen in China's Guangdong province. Hong Kong's area of 426 square miles consists of Hong Kong Island, as well as the Kowloon Peninsula and the New Territories. In addition, Hong Kong is a special administrative region of China. Hong Kong was colonized by Britain in 1841 after the First Opium War. During World War II in 1941, the Empire of Japan invaded Hong Kong and the UK eventually surrendered its control of the area to Japan after the Battle of Hong Kong. In 1945, the UK regained control of the colony. In 1984, the UK and China signed the Sino-British Joint Declaration to transfer Hong Kong to China on July 1, 1997. The vibrant capitalist enclave retains its status as a free port, with its laws to remain unchanged for 50 years. Its first chief executive, Tang Chunhua, formulated a policy agenda based on the concept of one country, two systems, thus preserving Hong Kong's economic independence. Today, Hong Kong positions itself as Asia's world city. As a world financial center, Hong Kong has a strong economy with low taxes and free trade. It also has one of the densest populations in the world. Because of its dense population, its public transportation network is highly developed and about 90% of its population utilizes it. Furthermore, almost all of the available land in Hong Kong is quite hilly. There are very steep mountains that drop into the sea because it is a subtropical climate. The average temperatures do not vary much throughout the year. It is cool and humid in the winter, hot and rainy in spring and summer, and warm in the fall. Hong Kong clearly possesses fundamental competitive advantage, both hardware and software, to be a global city, such as rule of law, financial architecture, strong knowledge base, and the population of English language, good human resources, advanced infrastructure, and high-level global rankings. However, Hong Kong also faces many challenges at the same time, from political unstable, economic stagnation, weak social cohesion, environmental pollution to threats from other cities grow up, such as Shanghai and Singapore. It could be argued that in many ways Hong Kong has not taken full advantage of the autonomy it enjoys to position itself in many non-political areas, in which it is well placed to lead given its resources. Therefore, my presentation aims to analyze Hong Kong's development path in the near future. My thesis statement is that Hong Kong is creating three new frontiers, including sustainability, arts and culture, and research and development in order to build a global city. As for environment and sustainable development in Hong Kong, infrastructure will account for 18.1% of total global expenditure in 2017, followed by education, social welfare, and health. Infrastructure spending will edge up to $12.837 billion for 2017-18, according to Financial Secretary. The Hong Kong government has spent $2.31 billion to build the Hong Kong-Zhuhai-Macau Bridge in order to meet the demand of passenger and freight land transportation among the three places. On the one hand, this 26-mile span of concrete will meet the demand of passenger and freight land transportation among the three places. It will encourage investment in poor coastal areas. On the other hand, many environmentalists argue the dredging techniques will pollute water quality and destroy sustainable development within the city. The bridge is expected to open in December 2017. In response to the environmental issue, Hong Kong also implements many new policies to promote sustainable development. For example, the Air Quality Program aims to reduce emissions from vehicles, vessels, industrial sources, and power plants. The new nature conservation policy aims to regulate, protect, and manage natural resources that are important for the conservation of biological diversity of Hong Kong in a sustainable manner, taking into account social and economic considerations for the benefit and enjoyment of the present and future generations of the community. The environmental assessment and planning aims to work with the mainland China, creating a green government and promoting full consideration of environmental implication at the early planning stage of major strategy policies. Although Hong Kong takes second in Asia on list of sustainable cities, it still needs to develop more policies to protect environment. Secondly, in terms of culture and creative industries, the West Kowloon Culture District is a good example, which refers to a development project that seeks to create a hub of arts and cultural venues in Hong Kong. Its location is near the Victoria Harbour with the purpose to attract visitors and boost interest in the arts and culture. Established in 2013, the district includes a variety of arts and cultural facilities that will produce the host world-class exhibitions, performances, and cultural events. In 2017, Hong Kong also promotes driverless car for this cultural hub. The district drives economic growth in Hong Kong. We can expect there will be more cultural districts. Moreover, Hong Kong people has a strong appreciation for democracy and freedom. For example, after Snowden had arrived at Hong Kong Press South China Morning Post first interviewed him. Snowden received a huge support in Hong Kong society. Media had also portrayed him as a world hero. In 2012, the protest of moral and national education indicated Hong Kong people values critical thinking in education. All of these movements encouraged the development of cultural and creative industries. Hong Kong presents a culture of openness to the world. Last but not least, Hong Kong needs to focus on research and development to create knowledge-intensive economy and technology-based sectors with excellent infrastructure and a sophisticated business market. Hong Kong lagged behind other Asian countries in terms of technology and research development. For example, spending on research and development last year was 0.73% of GDP, compared to 2.0 for Singapore, 2.1 for the mainland China, 3.58 for Japan, 3 for Taiwan, 4 for Shenzhen, and 4.29 for South Korea. Therefore, it is urged for Hong Kong to work with mainland China to develop a strategic vision with research and development at its core. Government policies should also focus on particular areas to attract companies and direct educational institutions. Financial technology is one obvious area that could be further strengthened. Overall, I hope this presentation will give you a new outlook about Hong Kong. Currently, this city is rebranding as well as redeveloping. Hong Kong is a trading port, refugee haven, manufacturing base, global financial center, and services hub. Its future development will focus on creating an innovative and technological cultural center. For foreign people, Hong Kong is a gateway to China. For the mainland China, Hong Kong is the gateway to the world. Here is my reference page. Thank you so much for your attention, and please feel free to ask me any questions in the discussion board. I would be happy to answer any concerns. Have a great summer.